Hello and welcome back to another episode in my FSX Flight Simulator flight series. Today we'll be flying from Rome in Italy, from Ciampino Airport LIRA to Catania in Sicily, and we'll be flying to Fontanarossa Airport, which is LICC. Today we'll be flying a VOR route, and our first VOR is ROM, followed by PNZ, then PAL, and finally CAT. We'll be flying at 9,000 feet. It is 10:30 AM here at Rome Ciampino Airport, and we'll be flying this nice aircraft ALITALIA Boeing 777-200ER, and our call sign for today is ALITALIA 1. So let's just have a look around the plane before we get ourselves organised for taxi and for takeoff. As you can see, nice aircraft this one. There's our wing view, and there's our cockpit view. What I'll do is get our instrument panel up and we'll get this plane ready for taxi and for takeoff. Thanks again for joining me today on this flight from Rome to Catania, and we'll get this plane in the air shortly. Okay, so here's our instrument panel, and we'll tune into Ciampino clearance and we'll get ourselves IFR clearance.
Ciampino clearance delivery, ALITALIA 1, IFR to Catania, ready to copy. ALITALIA 1 is cleared to Catania Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 9,000. Departure frequency is 119.2, squawk 6705. ALITALIA 1, cleared to Catania Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 9,000. Departure on 119.2, squawk 6705. ALITALIA 1, readback correct. Contact ground on 121.75.
So there's our clearance, and as you can see here, I've already set 9,000 altitude. We have our initial speed of 255 knots. We'll just turn on our auto throttle. What we'll do now is get ready for taxi. We'll just check our overhead panel. Okay, we'll just turn our cross flow on. Turn on some window heat, pitot heat, anti-skid. We don't really need our anti-ice on at the moment, so we'll leave that off, and we'll just close off this panel now. What we'll do is we'll just tune to Ciampino ground and get our clearance.
Ciampino ground, ALITALIA 1, ready to taxi IFR. ALITALIA 1, taxi 2 and hold short of runway 33 via taxiway Sierra Bravo Alpha Foxtrot. Contact tower on 122.1 when ready. Taxiing, hold short, runway 33 via taxiway Sierra Bravo Alpha Foxtrot. ALITALIA 1.
Let's get underway here and start our taxi to our runway, which is runway 33.
Ground from cockpit. Go ahead. Ready for pushback. Okay, steering pin inserted. Release brakes. Brakes released. Okay, pushing back. Parking brakes are set. Prepare for taxi and signal on left side. Okay.
Alitalia 1, cleared for takeoff, runway 33. Cleared for takeoff, runway 33. Alitalia 1. Alitalia 1, contact Rome, departure on 119.2. Rome, departure, Alitalia 1, is climbing through 1,800 for 900,000. Alitalia 1, Rome, departure, roger, altimeter 2992. Rome Center, Alitalia 1 is at 6,400, climbing 900,000. Alitalia 1, Rome Center, roger, altimeter 2992.
So here we are at our cruising altitude of 9,000 feet as we head for our first VOR, which is ROM, and we are currently cruising at 420 knots. Nice view there from the cockpit. At the moment we are on a heading of 165 as we head for Fontana Rossa Airport, LICC. Again, thanks for joining me on episode 15. I hope you're enjoying the flight. As you can see there in the bottom right, we're just crossing over Rome Airport as we turned after our takeoff and are heading back towards the south of Italy, towards Catania. We have just passed our first VOR, being ROM, on our way to our second VOR, which is PNZ. Just bring up some flight data there. As you can see, we are 50.3 nautical miles from PNZ. We are travelling at ground speed of 457 knots, and our true airspeed is 452.
Contact approach on 122.1. 122.1 for Alitalia 1.
Just hitting a little bit of turbulence there as we head towards Sicily.
Orbit 7112, descend and maintain 5,000. Descend and maintain 5,000. Orbit 7112.
As you can see on our flight data, we are just about to pass over PNZ, which is our second VOR. The wind is at 270 at 20 knots. We are just about ready to pass over PNZ. There we go. Now we're on our way to our third VOR, which is PAL, and we are currently 171 nautical miles away from that VOR.
Turn left heading 085. Resume on navigation. Climb and maintain flight level 290. Pacifica 7125 Heavy.
ALITALIA 1, turn left heading 175, proceed on course. Turn left heading 175, resume on navigation. ALITALIA 1.
So we are about 78 nautical miles from our third VOR, which is PAL. We are currently still cruising at 9,000 feet, and the wind is still at 270 at 20 knots. You might be able to see just in the distance there the coast of Sicily as we head to Catania for Fontanarossa Airport LICC. I will be back with you as we get a bit closer to our third VOR and then onto our fourth VOR, and then we will be landing in Fontanarossa. There's quite a nice view of the coast of Sicily as we approach our VOR. We're currently 46 nautical miles from PAL, which is our VOR.
Palermo approach, Alitalia 1 with you. Alitalia 1, Palermo approach, roger, altimeter 2992.
Palermo departure will travel 9326 is climbing through 900 for 10,000.
World travel 90326, Palermo departure, roger, altimeter 2992. World travel 90326, turn left heading 330, proceed on course. Climb and maintain 10,000. World travel 90326, traffic is boardwalk 3 miles at 9,000. Boeing 777, port them in sight.
World travel 90326, have the Boeing 777 to sight.
Alitalia 1, turn right heading 205. Turn right heading 205. Alitalia 1. Alitalia 1, turn left heading 110, resume on navigation. Turn left heading 110, proceed on course. Alitalia 1.
And we have just passed our third VOR PAL and are on our way to our last VOR, which is CAT, which is 89 nautical miles away.
Alitalia 1, contact Rome Center on 131.1. 131.1 for Alitalia 1. Rome Alitalia 1, turn left heading 080. Turn left heading 080. Alitalia 1. World travel 90326, climb and maintain 16,000. Alitalia 1, turn right heading 110, proceed on course. Turn right heading 110, resume on navigation. Alitalia 1. World travel 90326, climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb and maintain flight level 220. World travel 90326.
And here we are, approximately 36 nautical miles away from Fontana Rossa Airport in Catania, Sicily, LICC, and just start to slow the plane down as we will start to make our descent and approach for landing shortly.
123.905 for Alitalia 1. Brindisi Center, Alitalia 1, with you. Alitalia 1, Brindisi Center, roger. Alitalia 1, turn right heading 140, descend and maintain 5,700. Turn right heading 140, descend and maintain 5,700. Alitalia 1, contact Catania approach on 119.25. 119.25 for Alitalia 1. Catania approach, Alitalia 1 is at 8,400, descending 5,700. Alitalia 1, Catania approach, roger, altimeter 2992. Alitalia 1, turn right heading 175. Turn right heading 175, Alitalia 1.
2500. One thousand. Hundred above. Minimum 200. One hundred. 50, 30, 20 and odd.
ALITALIA 1, turn next taxiway. ALITALIA 1, contact ground on 129.725.
Came in a little bit steep on that one due to the winds, as we saw before, quite strong at just over 20 knots. So there you have it. There's our flight from Rome, Italy, Ciampino Airport, LIRA, to Catania in Sicily, Italy, from Rossa Airport, LICC, on this ALITALIA Boeing 777-200ER. I hope you enjoyed the flight. I hope to see you on the next one. And until then, bye-bye.